Internet, Eric here. Well, it's Slashback Saturday, and I'm finally doing a Slashback Saturday challenge video. I haven't done one of these in a while. I've been busy with work and the 12 Days of Christmas Horror and podcasting and all that crap. But I'm back, and I wanted to do this one because it is the last one of the year, and I really like this theme. If you don't know what Slashback Saturday is, Joe over at the HORRORman YouTube channel, every Saturday he has a specific theme for a slasher movie, and if you can find a slasher movie that fits said theme, just watch it, make a video, and discuss it. And this one seemed really fun. This one is called Slashback Slashers. What it is you have to review or discuss a slasher movie that someone else has done for the Slashback Saturday challenge. Jesus fucking Christ. It could be anyone. But it can't be something you've obviously already done yourself, and you have to say what the theme for that week's challenge was. And I could have done something Joe reviewed, but that man's collection is so wide, it would be hard for me to maybe find one or find a copy of of something he did. I could have done Bronco Juggalo, but me and him are trying to get the Bronco Eric Review Challenge back up and running soon because we've both been so busy. So I figured I would go to Jason over at Horrific Nightmares JM. Sadly, a lot of times his videos fall kind of to the wayside for me. But I've been getting back on his channel mainly because of the 12 Days of Christmas Horror, because he was doing the Silent Night Deadly Night series like I was. Anyways, I chose something that he did, and I had to go through his playlist, and I had to find something that I obviously could find a copy of, or something I owned on my iPad squeaking, my daughter's app on it, or something that was on a streaming service. The first one I found was, and I watched his video, and it got me interested, so I'm going to discuss, hold on if I can get the page. 1996, as you can't really see it with the glare, there you go. The Dentist from 1996. And then you're supposed to say what the theme was that he did this for. This was for hospital or medical slashers. I'll put the link to his review in the description below. If you're new to my channel, plot spoilers and specific scenes are discussed, all that crap. This came out in 96, and we're basically following a dentist, Dr. Flagstone, I think, played by Corbin Burnson. And he finds out his wife is having an affair with the pool boy, and that just makes his mental stability snap, and he gets revenge on her, and then goes after anyone he finds dirty or disgusting or filthy, with hilarious results, I guess. When I found out who directed this movie, well, first off, I'd seen previews of this many times because this was one of many repeated, how would you say, trailers that always played in the beginning of lots of straight-to-video horror movies, especially from Trimark. Like, I've seen the trailer for this in front of plenty of Leprechaun movies, Warlock the Armageddon. So I knew what I was getting into, kind of. I remembered some of the visuals. But I hadn't seen it before. And then I realized I was getting in some trouble because the director is Brian Yunza. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Director of Society, which I've never seen. But to bring back my 12 Days of Christmas Horror, he directed Silent Night Deadly Night 4 Initiation, which I absolutely hated. It was the worst film I discussed for that entire series, 12 Days of Christmas Horror, and it's one of the worst films I've ever discussed for YouTube. But give it a shot anyways. This movie wasn't that bad, you know. I liked how it starts out. Corbin Burnson is telling the story from the nut house. You can tell he's already been arrested and everything because he's telling the story to the audience, and he's acting like he's telling the story to a patient, which isn't really there. He's setting up all his dental instruments. They're invisible and this and that. So I like that. And I've only seen Corbin Burnson from Major League, but if you've seen his character there, this is like what would happen to him later on. Like this asshole character, if he quit playing for the Indians and became a dentist and then mentally snapped. he's very dangerous in this. You believe it. You believe how crazy he is. You believe how violent he is. Like there's a couple scenes where there's a scene where he strangles one of his assistants with some nylon stockings, and I don't know how much they rehearsed this or not, but Corbin Burnson, when he's got that wrapped around her neck and strangling her and throwing her around, it looks very violent. It looks very real. So he really plays the part. He's really good at getting that rage in his face, that vein popping out of his forehead, his face red. You believe this is a crazy motherfucker. So he's great. Other characters, Ken Foray is there. He plays the police detective trying to track down who killed this dog in the beginning. Excuse me. Because Corbin Burnson is following the pool boy. You know, after he got done catching his wife with him, he follows the pool boy to a neighbor's house, and then she takes the pool boy in there to go fuck him, and then he gets chased by her dog. He gets bit by the dog, shoots the dog. So Ken Forey investigates that, and then starts putting two and two together and realizes that Corbin Burnson is cuckoo. He's good. He is what he is. I like his chemistry with his partner. Don't know the actor's name, but he's good. The actor who plays Dr. Silverman from the Terminator movies, he is Linda Hamilton's psychiatrist. He's really good playing a sleazy asshole IRS agent who knows that Corbin Burnson's been, cheating on his taxes, so he's using this to get, free teeth cleaning or some shit like that. He's good at being an asshole. He's really, it's totally different than what I've seen him in before, so he's really good. Mark Ruffalo shows up for like 3 minutes to play kind of a sleazy manager of a beauty queen. He's not really in this very long, and he doesn't really do anything, but he was better than what they did to him in, Avengers Endgame. Other than that, Corbin Burnson's assistants are nice. They're fine. They do what they need to do. They play victims real well while trying to investigate what he's doing. And then there's this young girl who you feel sympathy for, because this whole fucking movie you're waiting for her to get her braces off, and shit happens, and eventually she does get her braces off, and she is the last would-be victim of the dentist, and she does really good being scared, being sympathetic, being likable. So overall the characters are fine. The gore, this is a messy movie. It's not overly messy. It's not like gooey. I've seen pictures of Society, and then Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 was just wet and gross. This one is more visual for sure. We have a lot of close-ups of teeth. And of course, if you've ever had a toothache, you know that fucking tooth pains are killer. So of course we have a lot of close-ups of needles going into mouths. We have a scene where he's doing a checkup on a poor little boy, and he fucks up, and he gets the whatever instrument into the gum and causes blood to come out of the little kid. We have close-ups of the dentist drill tearing apart molars. But then we also have some gunshots. We have a nice slit throat with blood dripping everywhere. Like spraying out. Really good. And then we have, I already mentioned spoilers, it's from 1996, but Dr. Silverman's death, I'm just going to call him that. He doesn't die, okay? But his torture, he has some type of thing put in his mouth to elongate the jaw, to keep the jaw open, and of course it is stretched farther than the capacity of the jaw should go. That's disgusting, the way the tongue's hanging out. And then when the dentist gets a hold of his wife, and he pulls out all of her fucking teeth and half of her tongue, and then you see her all swollen up. The visuals are very disgusting. But from this director, it's to be expected, and the visuals pack a punch. I'll say that. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's got a good, I guess it's got a good pace. I did lose interest a little bit because I wanted more. I think I wanted more of Ken Foray and seeing him investigate the dentist more than what we got, because Um, I don't know. It kind of felt like it lost its steam like halfway through. I loved being introduced to the character of the dentist in the beginning, seeing his madness, seeing how much he hated his wife because they're in a loveless marriage, anyways. Um, and then like just seeing what he was doing, and it kind of loses its steam in the middle. But then at the very end, when he's killed his two assistants, and he's going after the young girl with the braces. Then it really gets good, but it's kind of in the middle. Like after he he's got a beauty queen, like with the gas, and he imagines that it's his wife, so he starts to make out with her while she's asleep, and almost sexually abuses her. Like he takes her nylons off, and I think he starts to feel her up, but then she wakes up, and then Mark Ruffalo knocks the shit out of him, and then that's all we see of that. That's it. He's not mentioned no more, or nothing like that. Um, yeah, I think like a great beginning, kind of a boring middle, but then once the ending hits, once they figure out that this guy's gone nuts and Ken Foree, finally does his job, um, it gets good. Uh, Soundtrack, a lot of opera. I fucking hate opera, so it's gonna get dinged for that. I mean, this fucker's crazy if all he listens to is opera. Um, he listens to opera when he's trying to seduce his wife before he attacks her. When he's on the run, and he's going from the dentist's office to like the college because I guess he teaches us a class there. He's listening to opera. And then in the worst scene of the movie, I think when they capture him, he's in the college on a stage where a woman is singing opera, and that's where he's kind of distracted, and that's where they catch him, and then he falls to his knees, and then of course they catch him. Um, I was disappointed, with that's how he was taken away. I mean, I understood he wasn't gonna die because the beginning of the movie he's in the nut house, right? But I would have liked him to be shot and taken down, and then carried away, but no. So that was kind of lame. I will say this: I did like how the way the director, it's anniversary night, all right, and before he's obviously attacked his wife, she's getting ready for it. So I liked how it showed him like different cuts of him putting down his different dentist surgical instruments, cut in with her putting on a sexy black dress. Then he's putting more instruments down. Then she's putting down these sexy nylons. More instruments down. She's putting on lipstick. So that was cool. The contrast of what he's preparing to do and what she's preparing, type of thing. I liked that. Overall, I will say, hold on. Overall, the dentist was. Let's see if I can get this. The dentist was worth a viewing. I probably will never watch it again. Didn't hate it, but I will say this: with Corbin Burnson's performance and how good he was at being insane, I am interested in seeing where he goes with this character. So I may not have liked this movie a lot. I may have just thought it was decent, but I liked his performance enough. I will watch The Dentist too. Um, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Corbin Burnson is great, being a fucking wacko. Um, the gore is very memorable. Um, I wish there was more Ken Foree. I liked the last third of the movie. The first third of the movie were really good. I was disappointed at how he was caught. Yeah. Overall, the dentist. I can get you with the glare. There you go. The dentist. Decent at best. But like I said, his performance was crazy enough where I want to see part two. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell. Comment below. Tell me if you've seen it. Tell me if part two is better. If part two is worse. If I should avoid part two, even though I'm not going to. Check out Horrific Nightmares JM. His thoughts on this movie. And also give him a sub. Go check out Joe the Horror Man. Give him a sub. And participate in the Slashback Saturday challenge. He says that it is coming back in 2020. So in the end, I will say I don't have anything to drink, but I will say cheers, and I'm out.